Distraction and redirection tends to be a very popular discipline tool used with toddlers. However, generally speaking, it's not the best option, and I'll share why this is the case. This workshop will cover an overview of the technique, including how and why some choose to use it, some of the negative aspects of using distraction redirection, several alternatives to using this tool, and finally, a few scenarios where it can be a good option. As I mentioned, it is fairly popular to use with toddlers and even preschoolers. It's used to deal with or circumvent unwanted behaviors, such as grabbing toys, drawing on walls, using a parent's electronics. Parents who have discovered it like to use it because it can be very effective in sidestepping negative emotions such as anger, frustration, and also temper tantrums. It is exactly what it sounds like. Catching a child either just before a negative behavior occurs or just after it has started, distracting them from this task and redirecting their attention to a new object or activity. Here are some examples. A child is about to grab a pair of scissors and you say, "Let's see how high we can make these blocks." A child is about to grab a toy from someone and the parent says, "Look at that cute puppy." I know it seems very innocent in theory, and you're probably thinking, what's wrong with that? It sounds easy enough, and the child changes focus away from doing something destructive. Well, here are some of the reasons. There are several negatives to using this technique. First, it robs the child of an opportunity to learn boundaries and house rules. The child with the scissors needs to learn that scissors can be dangerous and the house rules about using scissors. The child writing on the wall needs to learn that it will make a mess and that we write on paper. The child grabbing a toy needs to learn the social skills, such as assessing when another child is using something, asking for a turn, or waiting until the child is finished. I have assembled a great list of alternative tools to use in place of distraction. The first alternative is baby and child proofing. There is a great handout that goes along with this workshop on many of the areas you may want to consider when it comes to baby and toddler proofing your home. All homes are different, so you may have things not covered on our list, but we do cover all the basics. With baby and toddler proofing, your child learns about boundaries and allows her to safely explore to her heart's content. For example, your toddler is constantly trying to climb the stairs. It gets exhausting trying to redirect your baby to a new activity because it is his nature to want to explore. So you can baby-proof by placing gates at both the top and bottom of your stairs. Redirection and distraction does have a couple of instances when it may be the best option. The first are for very young toddlers who don't want to cooperate. Let's say you always seem to have a struggle getting your 18-month-old in her car seat or getting your 2-year-old to put on a diaper. Reasoning with a young child in these instances is silly, frustrating, and time-consuming. So rather than trying to fight your child into the car seat or chasing him around the house, wrestling him into a diaper, by all means, distract your child with a fun toy. A few other instances where distraction redirection can come in handy